Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today, we're diving into a topic that sounds super technical, but don't worry, I'm going to break it down nice and easy. We're talking about ETL. You might have heard the term ETL flying around in data talks. It stands for extract, transform, load. And honestly, it's one of those behind-the-scenes processes that's doing a lot of heavy lifting in data management. So let's break it down. What's really going on in this ETL? Imagine you've got data scattered everywhere, in databases, Excel sheets, APIs, even some old-school legacy systems. The job of ETL is to grab all that data, clean it up, and put it all together in one nice, clean place, like a data warehouse. It's like gathering all your laundry from different rooms, sorting it, washing it, and neatly folding it into the closet. Simple, right? Now here's the thing. In real life, this process isn't always so neat and tidy. In fact, ETL often has a bunch of layers, especially intermediate storage layers. These layers help reduce how much pressure we put on the original systems. It's like making a copy of your messy notes before turning them into a final report, so your original source isn't affected. Before diving in, there's a lot to consider. Like, what type of sources are we working with? Could be your typical database, a .csv file, an Excel doc, maybe even an API or something more complex like XML or JSON files. And when do we extract data? Every minute? Every day? Maybe just once a week? That depends on how fresh the data needs to be. We also have to think about security and how we're connecting to each of these systems. Not every source plays nice. Plus, there's this thing called the extraction window. It's the time frame we're allowed to pull data, which might be really short if we're doing near real-time extraction. Or maybe we have to wait until midnight when the systems aren't super busy. Timing is key. But hold up, before we even extract data, we need to understand it. Ever tried cleaning a room in the dark? That's what working with unknown data is like. That's where data profiling comes in. It's like investigating the data, checking what's in there, how consistent it is, what kind of structure it has. From there, we make some decisions, like, do we even want this data in our warehouse? And if the data has problems, do we fix it or send it back to whoever created it? All right, now let's talk about actually pulling the data. We've got two main methods, full extraction and incremental extraction. Full extraction is like taking the whole cake every single time. You grab everything from the source system. Works well for small data sets or when you just want a clean slate. Incremental extraction is more like taking just the slices that changed. You only pull updates or new data. Super helpful when you've got tons of data and want to keep history too. Now for how the data gets out, that's the physical side. With online extraction, you pull the data straight from the source system. Boom, live access. With offline extraction, the source system gives you a file or a dump, like saying, here's the data, take it from here. So, who initiates the data transfer? That's where push and pull come in. Push means the source system sends out the data automatically, like getting a delivery. Pull is when your ETL system goes and asks for the data, more like takeout. Both are useful. Push is common in incremental and offline extractions. Pull works better in online setups. You can mix and match depending on your need. And when you're doing incremental extraction, one tool you'll hear about is change data capture, or CDC. It tracks what's changed in the source, so you're only dealing with what's new. Saves time, saves resources, win-win. All right, we've got the data. Now we clean it up. Transformation is basically the makeover phase. You take messy, scattered, maybe even inconsistent data and turn it into something beautiful and uniform. This is where you fix errors, standardize formats, apply calculations like turning quantity x price into sale amount, join info from multiple sources, remove duplicates, and even enrich your data with extra details. You can do this in two main ways. ETL style, extract the data, transform it in a staging area, then load it. ELT style, extract and load first, then transform it directly inside the data warehouse. This is super common now with modern cloud databases that are fast and scalable, and sometimes your transformation process can even give you insights into what's wrong with the source system itself. Like, hey, this data is always missing values. Maybe fix it at the source? Okay, now it's time to load it all into your data warehouse. But even this has some tricks. First, you load your dimension tables. Those are the people, places, and things that describe your data, like customer names, store locations, product info. Then come the fact tables, the actual events or transactions like sales, clicks, or purchases. And depending on how your source data behaves, you might need to insert new records, update existing ones, or even keep both old and new versions. These are called slowly changing dimensions, and there are different ways to handle them. And finally, we've got aggregate tables, pre-summarized data that makes dashboards and reports load way faster, like total sales per region or average customer spend. Instead of calculating these numbers on the fly every time, you load them in advance. Smart, right? So there you go. That's the ETL process, from grabbing your data, cleaning it up, and loading it somewhere useful. It might seem like a lot, but honestly, once you understand the flow, extract, transform, load, it all starts to click. Got any questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to help out. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more data content, and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. See you in the next one.